Oh. All right. Bye. Up there by the pirate, by the skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember to switch the cube, everybody. There's progress here. And plus tonight we have the geezer cam going. Wave high there, geezer. There he goes, the man, a few words. But he does have a mic over there designated for him.
Our poster child.
That's right. Good evening, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation and the world. This is Texas Biker Radio, number 451.
Yeah.
And, man.
You keep reminding me what a long road it's been.
I know it has. And, it's not hard to figure out how many of these we've done, how long we've been doing these.
But I'm amazed we're at 451.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Hey, if you guys would like and share right now, if you would, let's bring some more people on into the fray.
Before it's too late.
That's right. We've got so much crap going on. But OG, where do we want to start, man? Where do we want to start?
Oh. Let me count the ways.
Let me say something to everybody. I took my grandkids to the zoo today, and OG, let me tell you what. I was going there expecting everybody to have to be suited up in a mask, and they weren't.
No mask requirement.
No mask requirement, and let me tell you, most of the people were not wearing them, and those that came there wearing them, by the time they left, they weren't.
I'm surprised the animals weren't wearing them.
And I meant to take I did take a picture of a gorilla, but I did not get it uploaded when I got home because I just barely had time to get all this ready. So, but yes, the gorilla was not wearing a mask.
I'm surprised you didn't try and pose him with one.
You know what? That gorilla can wear anything he wants. He was a big old silverback.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. But I do think the meanest, the baddest animal that was there today was the damn bald eagle, American eagle. Let me tell you, he let out a scream you wouldn't believe. Spread them wings out. But you know what I noticed, OG? The American bald eagle did not have a placard.
No shit.
Did not have a placard. And I just wondered, why is that? Is it insulting to somebody? I mean, I just couldn't get over it. And you can bet they're going to get a letter from me tomorrow.
That's insulting.
Yeah.
The eagle is woke.
Man. Speaking of being woke, everybody, did y'all watch that video I posted by Bill Barr? That is incredible. Now he was right in what he was saying. He was complaining about the country being obsessed with being woke to the point that we're battling each other like crazy, and we can't get anything done because of it. He's right in what he was saying. But then again, Bill Barr is a left-wing son of a gun. And I don't know how all this time that he thought Joe Biden was the answer to all this, because the Chinese don't give a damn about being woke. The Chinese don't give a damn about the Seuss character.
I personally chafe at the phrase being used, we.
Yeah.
What the hell does he mean by we? Certainly doesn't include me.
Me neither. But it is absurd. But you know what? Everybody needs to watch that video. I've got it posted at texasbikerradio.org. Please go there and watch it if you haven't seen it. Matter of fact, there's just a whole bunch of videos we ought to be watching of what's going on in this country and how we are so busy fighting with each other, and all of it by design, by the communists, the Democrats, socialists, communists, whatever name you want to throw on them. And let me tell you, they're doing the bidding of the Chinese. And that's the truth of it. We look at what's been going on and what continues to go on. It's insane. It's maddening. But now we're in a big battle over this shooting that happened the other day at a grocery store. And I've got something I'm really pissed, OG. Because now Biden is out there. He's out there chomping at the bit, man. It's time to go after these assault weapons. It's time to go after them, everybody. They're going to come after us like crazy. And they're going to come after us with a vengeance. Even though this assault rifle, so-called assault rifle, was not an automatic weapon. If you heard the videos that are out there, that was a single shot each time. Wasn't no bump stock. Wasn't any automatic weapon. It's just like any other gun, including handguns. But yet they're making hay. They're making a hay over it.
Well, let me add to that. There was a congressional representative on Newsmax tonight from Colorado talking. And on top of all of what you said, there appears to be, in that particular area of Colorado, a ban on high-capacity magazines.
Yes.
There happens to be universal checking.
Mm-hmm.
And there happens to be a red flag law there.
Yeah.
So what the hell else do they want to do?
You know what else didn't fit their narrative? The fact that this guy is a Muslim, a Trump hater.
Oh, all they did was refer to him as what did they say, 21-year-old man.
They wanted to say white guy. White supremacist is what they wanted.
21-year-old guy. Yeah. Now, usually they refer to him as white, Christian, stuff like that. Not a peep.
Yeah. This guy was a Syrian-born American. What an oxymoron that is. Just saying, everybody. Just saying.
He originated in Syria.
Yeah. Yeah. Although he's lived here most of his life. But as we all know,
Now, he was a Trump hater also.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They've got him quoted, I think it's on Twitter, as saying Trump is a dick.
There you go. You know, OG, and I can promise you, probably most of his family are American haters.
Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah. We've got them all over this country.
People here keep forgetting what the Quran says about non-believers. Mm-hmm. This is a Christian nation. Yeah. Guess what? They believe we should all be killed if they want to follow the Quran.
Listen here, everybody. If he doesn't think he can get it through the Congress or the Senate, I have no doubt that he can get it through the House. But if he thinks he can't get it legislatively, he will do an executive order. Get ready, brace yourselves, because it's coming.
Isn't it remarkable? There was such a long spell of no shootings.
Yeah.
Especially with all the crap going on with the illegitimate, and I repeat, illegitimate, fraudulent election that we were subjected to.
Yes.
No shootings whatsoever. Now, after Joe has settled in, Joe and the Ho have settled into their quarters, now the pump's being primed and the shootings start.
Yeah.
My.
Yeah. Isn't that odd? Isn't it odd that I'll just about bet you this guy was on the FBI watch list somewhere at some time. If he wasn't, everybody, he should have been. But they've been too busy dicking around, trying to get rid of Donald Trump, trying to help the Democrats, too busy lying, too busy cheating, too busy being the dicks that they are, to catch this guy before something terrible happens.
Well, let's put our tinfoil hats on. What if he was primed to do this? What if? I'm just saying.
I assume that may be out there, OG. What do you think, Geezer?
I wouldn't put it past him.
There you go.
That came from me.
That's right. We got 4 words out of it. Thank you, sir. We're going to prime Geezer up. We're going to get him upset about something. He's going to explode. But really, OG, this guy should have been on the FBI watch list. The stuff he's been saying, stuff he's been doing, it's on Facebook. What the hell, everybody? We spent $4 billion, and I know you've heard me say this before, on all this listening in crap that they've got, and yet they can't seem to find anybody that's fixing to do something. It's always after the fact. And now we have all the talking heads out there, the police department, the sheriff department, the city council, everybody gets up there, they're talking heads, carrying on. Now we've got the potato head up there speaking and telling everybody, now's the time to act, now's the time to act. Well, that works both ways, everybody. Now is the time for us to act. You get hold of your congressman and your senator right now and tell them, hey, look, here are the facts. And there's a video I'm going to post tonight where a guy's explaining all this stuff, and he has a website, he has a petition where you can go, and it goes out to all the congressmen, all the senators, it goes out to everybody.
One-stop messaging.
One-stop shop message, man. You can do so much off of this Second Amendment website. I will post that.
Oh, hell yes.
I'll have it posted. Let me see. Give me a little bit of time. I'll have it posted by 11 o'clock.
Post it in Constitutional Warriors, too.
I
we can
will.
put the keyboard warriors to work.
Yes. We're going to need to push back because this thing that's going on here is not about. It's not about the murder of innocent people, and our hearts and our prayers go out to the victims of this guy. And I do believe with all my heart that the FBI should have been on top of this.
Well, that was a gun-free zone too.
Yeah. Oh, not only
which is where all these shootings take place. Yeah. They had gotten rid of constitutional carry there. It was illegal.
Oh, guess what else they got rid of?
What?
The death penalty.
Ah.
Yeah.
California grows.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Well, even the hoe's niece was all mouthy on Twitter at first that it's the white men in this country that are the terrorists.
You know what? And they really wanted to push that really bad, everybody.
She had to retract it, but she didn't do it well.
They wanted really bad to say this was a white supremacist that did this. But that fell apart real quick. So now they're going after the assault rifle itself,
right?
Instead of the white supremacist. Let me tell you, the FBI is so busy out there. Here telling you they're so giddy about how many people they've arrested for the January 6th incident. They're so busy investigating that they can't find people that are coming to kill us. Instead, they're worried about people that put their foot up on Nancy Pelosi's desk, and they're worried, and they're not worried about the person that shot that young lady. The only person that died there on Capitol Hill, and guess what? And it wasn't that Capitol Hill police officer. It hasn't been proven that he died at anybody's hand, anything that happened there. He may have had underlying conditions. They keep yelling he was hit with a fire extinguisher. I don't know. Has anybody seen the video of it? There were videos everywhere, everybody.
Video of everything else.
That's right. The Capitol Hill has more video cameras and security than any place you can think of. Yet I haven't seen a single video of this guy getting clocked with a fire extinguisher.
Need to stop you. We're 2.5 minutes over time.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Message for our friends. The girls need to go to Hobby Lobby. The girls need to go to Hobby Lobby. Okay.
No comment, everybody, on that one. No comment.
I knew that'd get
man.
you.
God. See, that guy's name was, God, let me screw this up, guy. His name was, oh man, Ahmed Ali Alisa.
Alisa, yeah, they said they pronounce it Alisa.
Once again, a Syrian-born American, an oxymoron. In my view, there's no such thing.
Now, wasn't it interesting? They had far more information out on the Florida gentleman.
Yeah.
And I use the term loosely.
Yeah.
Should I say the Florida sex addict?
Yeah.
But that information was out relatively quickly.
Yeah.
There is zero out on Colorado.
You know the other thing they're suppressing? The media? The fact that there were 30 people killed in Chicago or shot in Chicago. They may have been killed. I don't know what the numbers are. But there were 30 shootings in Chicago. Most of them black people, black on black. No, but they don't want to tell you about that.
Listen, there are areas in Chicago the cops won't even go into.
Yeah.
I had a branch there in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
We'd get service calls from certain areas. We would refuse to go.
There you go.
These were systems that were put in before the problems got intense.
Man.
And 30 shootings could happen on any given day in Chicago. We're not talking an extended period of time. That's usually in a day or over a weekend at the most.
30 people shot in Chicago. Not a word about it. Anywhere. Did you see anything, Geezer?
Nothing. We're the cause of it, though.
Yeah, we're the cause of it, yeah. Because we weren't woke enough, I guess. I don't know. And, handguns are involved in these shootings more than any other weapon out there. But yet they want to go after that AR-15 because it looks mean.
I believe the shooting at Fort Hood was done with an automatic.
Yes, it was.
Pistol.
Yeah.
Semi-automatic.
Everybody forgets about the stuff that's gone by.
By a Muslim, incidentally.
Yeah. And everybody forgets about the stuff that the FBI and Homeland Security misses again and again and again. People that should have been on the radar, or maybe they were on the radar and they were just ignored, not followed up on. Somebody had to know that this guy was a loose cannon. And you know what? We find that out again and again and again. And this is probably going to be no different. If there was a signal somewhere to somebody, and generally it's to law enforcement, because the piss poor job the FBI and Homeland Security do, not to mention our politicians, who can't seem to get the job done because they're too busy fighting with each other, they're too busy selling us out to other countries, they're too busy doing their damn job. Just saying, everybody. And we don't get thrown off tonight, I don't know why.
Well, this gun bill that the House passed, it hasn't made it to the Senate yet, but a lot of people will look at that and say, well, it's not that bad, but it gives the FBI, right now they have to finalize the background check. They've got 3 days.
Yeah.
And if they don't have it done, then you get the gun. Yeah. Now they can just drop it. You don't have to finalize it. And you basically are not allowed a gun because they don't finalize the...
because they don't finalize it, you can't have a gun.
Right.
Yeah. Who knows how that's going to work out?
Well, it'll work out just like it does in New York City.
Yeah.
These poor saps go in, apply to the New York Police Department for a license to buy a gun, and the New York PD sits on it forever.
Get ready, everybody. They're going to try and make criminals out of all of us. It's what they're going to try and do. That's what they want to do. Then here they come. What law enforcement, and I'm really curious about this because all these law enforcement agencies, especially here in Texas, all these sheriff's departments, it said they're sanctuary cities. Second Amendment sanctuary cities. Which one of those and how quick are they going to fold like cheap suits?
Yep. The rubber's about to hit the road.
That's right. Get ready, sheriffs all over Texas. All you people that said, hey, look, we're a Second Amendment sanctuary city. We're not going to comply. Let's see how fast they fold. And get ready, everybody. They're coming after us. You do have to fight back. You do have to participate in this petition that I'm going to post tonight. You really need to do that. And you need to pass the word, too. But wait, it gets better, guys. Are you ready for this shit?
I'm breathless.
The Pentagon, who took an oath to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And can I say again, everybody, domestic, are going to release a UFO report out to the public.
I saw a banner on Newsmax about that, wondering what in the hell. Yeah, it says the UFO report's going to be compelling.
But wait, they're busy working on UFOs. It's not the UFO fuckers. It's our own government that are selling us out. Think about it, everybody. Now, we've gone all this time without knowing whether there's an alien up there spying on us or what. And now we got people out there saying the big thing that's coming is partly due to aliens, everybody. Now, I don't know if I buy that, but if they'll come and straighten this mess out, oh, gee, I'm all for it. Bring them on. Bring them on, everybody. I can take you to the video that's out there right now that says just that. We're so busy fighting each other, listening to people talk about UFOs, listening to people talk about the China virus, and all the crap that's going on there. We've got people all over the world acting like idiots, except for one country, China.
Well, North Korea fired off a missile today.
Oh, they fired off what missile?
A short-range missile, kind of a in-your-face Biden missile.
Yeah. So, let me see. They're seeing weakness.
Blood in the water.
They're seeing
sharks
weakness.
are circling.
And when we have our military that's pushing woke along with everybody else, while the Chinese have recognized that their young men have been wussified, and they're going to make moves to straighten it out. While we're going to go woke, while we're going to go argue over transgenders in the military, we're going to go. I saw a video today. It was on the C-17, and that always gets my attention when I see the C-17.
Yeah,
because all those engines are my babies. But listen here, all the people that they went up, all the troops they had in there to parachute were women. I don't know what message that was sending, but you could tell the minute you looked at them, eye makeup, they look good. And they can jump out of an airplane. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to say they can't fight, because they surely can. But
I don't know.
The other side is not buying it. The Chinese are not buying it.
The only country I know of that is successful with women in the trench with Uzis are the Israeli babes.
That's right.
You don't mess with those Israeli babes.
You give them the right weapon now that they can be just as badass as anybody else.
I'll take one of them by my side anytime.
There you go. There you go. So we need to make sure that we're on the right track, everybody. We're on the right track. We can't have them pushing feminism among the ranks of the military. Now, we did not have women in the military. Well, we had them ways and that kind of stuff.
Auxiliary type.
Yeah, yeah, and doing administrative work, nursing, stuff like that. But we did not have them shipboard, and we also did not have them in the trenches. And
nope.
So, what I thought that would be interesting. Yeah, anytime there's women around, it's interesting. But then again, it causes problems, as we've seen with the Army down here in Fort Hood. But then again, you know, I mean, it gets to the point where the officers' corps are worried about somebody making accusations at them. Just like we did in the 60s, when minorities would make accusations against them. And, you know, it got to where that, you know, they feared being branded as a racist. And so, you know, they just let things slide. That's and that's really the truth of it. Now, did we get along with the black sailors? Yeah, we did. But there were some that would push it to the limit.
I think we got along better back then.
Yeah, yeah.
Till Obama came along.
I could imagine what it's like now.
Obama came along and stirred it up.
You know, and that's the very reason the military anymore, they don't jack with them anymore. They just send them home. Can't adapt to the military. They just send their ass packing.
Yeah.
They don't deal with them. And you know, back when we were in, they'd deal with you all right. They'd put you in a brig. But I mean, that's the way things were. But I mean, it's frightening to think that we're letting them get the upper hand, and you know how they're doing it? They're buying everybody. Just like Bill Maher said, they own Africa. They own it. Any new ports, any new things that happening, they're building it. They're doing this all over the world. And we are financing our own demise, everybody. The only politician that's been fighting against the Chinese is Donald J. Trump. He's the only one that was taking them to task. And now we've let them steal, absolutely steal this, our way of life. Because this is coming down the railroad track big time. And this is going to take a monumental effort by everybody. And the first thing we need to do is you need to contact your legislator and everybody and let them know they need to straighten this election out. H.R. 1 is a no-go. We've got to contact these people. We've got to act up, everybody. Just like we did last weekend at that Trump rally. And that was pretty cool. We need more of those. We don't wait on Donald Trump. We get out there. What do you think?
Yeah, we missed Sunday when we had to go to the COC meeting.
Yeah.
We missed overpasses for America out here on Highway 20 in Grand Prairie. Doing a bunch of flag waving, and then there was talk of a Trump train.
Yeah.
So I'd like to have seen that.
Well, I was able to make it to one. I got the video to prove it. Oh, and everybody, I want to tell you to watch our Ride to Roy City video that I posted at texasbikerradio.org. And it's also up at Rumble. You can go there and those two places and watch it. It's also posted at Sons of Liberty Riders Facebook. Sons of Liberty Riders MC Facebook. And it's a lengthy video. I chopped on that thing, OG, again and again, and kept trying to whittle it down, and I think I got it whittled down to about 30-something minutes. And maybe we won't get land blasted. That music is supposed to be duty free. We'll see if. Well, it's not posted at YouTube, so screw them.
Right.
Yeah.
We look pretty good out there.
Yeah.
I thought we looked all right.
Yeah. So, hey, like I always say, if you don't have a motorcycle, buy one, come ride with us. We'll put you on the highway and go do some protesting. But, anything you want to add, Geezer? Look at that silence.
No, you're doing good.
Hey, the title of tonight's show was "Blow the Man Down," and I've got a video I'm working on for that. As soon as I find some "Blow the Man Down" music that's not, well, I'll tell you what, I'll do it anyway. "Blow the Man Down" was the idea for that came from Joe Biden, because the media was saying that the wind blew him down on those aircraft steps.
Yeah.
They'll do anything, including kiss his ass, to try and make him look good.
They will tell any lie. They will do anything they have to do to make the potato head into something he is not. And if you buy the wind blew him down after watching that video. But the great one is the guy, he's going up the steps and it shows this guy hitting a golf ball and it hits him in the back of the head.
That's Donald Trump.
That was Trump Jr. Trump Jr. Put that out there and got crucified for it. Yeah.
You have to laugh at some of this stuff, you guys. You have to laugh at it. I mean, it's just, otherwise you'll go insane. at everything that's going on out there. Like I said, we got these guys out there with the aliens, not the illegal aliens. Aliens are actually going to come in and save the day.
Speaking of aliens,
yeah,
what would have happened if Trump would have shut down the press at the border when he was in office?
Oh, they'd have been screaming bloody murder. And what Geezer's talking about there, they wouldn't allow the media into the facilities down there on the border. Oh, and listen to this, guys. Biden is now saying that he's going to take those people that are at the Texas border or at the New Mexico border, and he's going to ship them north.
Well, hell, he's signed an $80-some-odd million contract with hotels to put these people up.
Everybody, we want to know what hotels. Listen up, everybody. If you know of any of these hotels, or you hear the ones that are going to put these people up, we need to know who they are. Who they are.
Let us know right away.
That's right.
We will get the word out.
That's
to
right.
Wherever.
Hey, we can fight back on that crap too. They better not make the contract in stone, everybody.
Now, he spends over $80 million.
Yeah.
Putting COVID-infested illegals in our hotels.
Yeah.
And our National Guardsmen are sleeping on cold cement in parking garages in Washington, D.C.
What did I say? Insanity, everybody. Insanity is what it is. We're going to bring people into this country, put them up in a hotel, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to find out which hotels are participating in this. Are they going to be in Motel 6?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'll bet they're not in the Motel 6. I'll bet they're in Hilton's.
This is going to be interesting as hell to find out what hotels they're putting them up in.
80 some odd million is a hell of a lot of aliens for a hell of a long time.
They could probably rent some Carnival cruise ships.
Hell, I got an empty lot across the street from me. They can stay there.
Yeah, we could. Hey, and everybody, listen here. Churches make money off this stuff. They're hiding behind the Bible in order to destroy this country. Now, I understand taking care of the poor, the meek, and all that. But it does no good. Listen here, everybody. It does no good if this country goes broke trying to take care of the world. It does no good. We can do nobody any good by destroying our economy, our country, our Constitution. Because these bastards are going to collapse the system. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what they want to do. That's what this is all about.
And you can be sure some of these churches are involved.
Yes, they are.
They're making money off the government. You all know I was in Minnesota for a number of years. Mm-hmm. The wave of Somalis that have infested Minnesota were all put up by the Lutheran Brotherhood. They got the government contract to bring them in. And you remember here a few years back, we discovered the Catholic Church was involved in alien activity, letting certain vehicles park on their private property for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Oh yeah.
But the Catholic Church has definitely been involved.
Yes.
In alien activity on our soil.
Yep. Yep.
We know that for a fact.
We've got a lot of work ahead. Not only in the Second Amendment issues, First Amendment issues, the cancellation bunch, and now the illegal immigrants, the fact that, let me say this. With them letting anybody and everybody into this country, not knowing who they are, not vetting who they are, you can bet incidents like we had this week with people dying in a grocery store is going to continue. It's going to get ramped up because they see that we are open and we are weak. We're weak at the FBI level, the Homeland Security level, the military level. We are freaking weak, everybody. We have nobody standing up for us. Nobody standing up for the American citizens. Nobody standing up for the Constitution. Nobody. I don't see anybody, except for Donald J. Trump and the patriots on our side. And you've got to be ready to fight in any manner that you can. And I'm not saying go out there and grab a gun and go do something. That's exactly what they want you to do. We've got to use the system or what's left of it. We've got to make them fear us. We've got to make them fear our vote. We've got to make them straighten the mess out. And if they won't do it, the damn military should do it. If the military won't do it, it's up to us. Not a bunch of damn aliens from God knows where that we know nothing about. And I'm being facetious when I say that. Because how is anybody going to take us serious when we're spouting stuff like that?
And they're all going to be voting in the next presidential election.
Hey, we don't need 16-year-olds voting. They don't have enough life experience to be voting. Just my opinion. Just off of my grandkids. They don't need to be voting.
That's right.
Yeah. And there are some 21-year-olds that don't need to be voting, that's for sure. After what we've seen.
My kids are in their 30s and they don't need to be voting.
And also, everybody, take this to the bank. They're still rioting in Seattle. They're still rioting in Portland. They're still getting out there.
They're just not talking about it.
They're just not talking about it. That's exactly right. You can find them. They're out there. They're proud of the work they're doing. They're proud of what they're doing to those cities. And if you haven't seen the cities, the video, Seattle is dying. If you haven't seen that, you need to watch that. Because, OG, what's making that city die is happening right here in Texas. And we'll talk about that on the next podcast. Because we are copying what they're doing. And you know what, OG? It all started with an influx of Californians.
That's right.
Yeah.
It happened to both Oregon and the state of Washington.
Yeah. Yeah. Incredible, everybody. Incredible. Any closing thoughts?
Well, you want to talk about the vaccine for a second?
Well, let's talk about the vaccine. I knew we'd get around to that.
You know, I'm not going to voice any real strong opinions. I think everyone needs to follow their own conscience. I will say, I'm not necessarily pro-vaccination in any way, shape, or form, but I'll tell you, when I was in the military, I got stuck enough times, and I got hammered that time they sent us to the island of Panay to take care of an aircraft that went down. We had to make sure the natives didn't strip it before the proper elements got there. But and I will say, any year I haven't gotten the flu vaccine, I've been damn sorry. However, I've talked to a lot of people that don't believe in getting that, and they do just fine. So everybody to their own. But relative to this COVID vaccination, and I just heard on the news today that sometime this week everybody in Texas will be eligible for a vaccination. They're opening the door. Now, it's they've certainly played with our minds enough over COVID-19 to where, you need to have a healthy respect, I think, for what's going on. Popeye's had COVID, but here he is, sitting next to me, insane as hell, but still here. So we've met several people that have had underlying conditions that have survived it well. So, and we've heard of a lot of instances out there where people have expired because of COVID-19. Now, we have a friend that's a PA, physician's assistant, that we've known for several years, happens to take care of a family member, and got into quite a conversation. I've been wrestling with whether or not I want to get the vaccination, and trust me, I could probably qualify to go down there tomorrow if I told them I wanted it. I'm that old. But still I struggle with it, and this PA is pretty into it, and he's done quite a bit of research. And one of the first things he brought up, which we haven't thought a hell of a lot about, is they keep yammering that the FDA approved it. However, This is not a standard FDA approval. This is an emergency approval for a pandemic. Big difference. A lot of testing didn't happen. There is also, now I'm going to tell you the way I was told, and I have no reason to fact check it because this guy's education far outdoes mine when it comes to medicine. But the vaccination apparently has the ability to alter DNA. Now, the problem, and you might wonder what's been happening to Popeye, he'll be interesting to watch for the next few years.
That's right.
But the concern here is that within a period of it may take up to 5 to 7 years for this DNA altering to really take effect in some people. So, the jury is not in on the vaccination so far. So far it's been relatively successful. Yeah, there have been a few instances, but name me a vaccination that hasn't taken someone out. Everybody, to some degree, I mean, somebody has to be that 1% or 5% that they talk about that expire because of a vaccination. But hell, there are people that die eating peanut butter. So what he's done is he's pretty well convinced me that I probably am going to stay shy of getting the vaccination because, in his words, there is no way in hell he's going to get it unless he is absolutely forced. And we're talking about a PA that is a first-line individual dealing with patients all the time.
As they get more and more desperate to get to the point of herd immunity, which they're not going to get there at this pace. They're not. Because everybody and his brother is out there throwing verbal hand grenades either for or against the vaccines. Now, the idea of the warp speed was to get a vaccine out there to save lives. And but at the same time, there were doctors doing great work using existing remedies to help you survive COVID-19. Now, I had it, and I had zinc. I had doxychloroquine or what, I can't remember what it was. I'll post it. It's over there on the China Virus Survivors page of what I took, including a round of steroids. And I was already on breathing treatments because at first we thought it was asthma that I get each and every year. And so, I survived it. My 93-year-old dad survived COVID-19. My sister did not get it. My brother-in-law did not get it. They've had the vaccine, both shots. Now, I've had one. And so far, I'm okay. Just kidding, everybody. Just kidding. So far, I'm okay. Now, the jury is still out whether I get the second shot or not because Dr. Jill has been influenced by somebody that I should not get the second vaccine. But meanwhile, I did see my doctor today, and he just ripped me a new one over saying I'm thinking about not taking the second shot because I hear that if you've had COVID-19, you may not necessarily need the second shot.
Hey, they were talking about that on the news.
Yeah. So as long right now as I'm okay, I'm not going to tell anybody if I get the second shot, especially my wife. Because then again, she's been influenced by somebody I know. So, anyway, hey, all this, I don't want to say this is in good fun, but it is because it's a serious subject. And we are not going to get the herd immunity with all this going on. And what I'm worried about, OG, is there's going to be a lot of people continue dying.
Well, our club has been everywhere.
Yeah, we have.
Hill Country, Houston, New Mexico, Arizona. Yeah. We've been on rallies, runs, TCOC and I meetings. We have been around 1 million people.
A bunch.
Now,
including Geezer.
Knock on wood.
No problems here.
We've been okay, but we're not being stupid either. Nobody's running up and kissing anybody, but
right.
And we do use some hand sanitizer. We do resist the mask. However, I did run into an idiot that was wearing 2 masks.
Yeah.
At a pharmacy. It was one of those idiot clerks at Walmart.
Yeah. And there are people that have bought into this 100%. My sister-in-law has not been out of the house since last March.
Well, my allergies are driving me crazy, and I do cough a lot because of drainage.
I know.
I love walking into a store now without a mask on and just coughing.
Yeah.
Drives them crazy.
Matter of fact, is on our way back from Arizona the other night, OG have helmets, we can talk to each other, and of course I'm up front with no visor, with my hoodie strings just beating the hell out of my eyeballs.
Running 100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour, trying to watch for the rubber alligators, and OG's back there somewhere coughing. And I said, "Are you okay?" And he's, yeah. Oh my gosh, everybody. I got to worry about my VP sometimes, especially when he hasn't had the COVID. So I wonder how in the hell I got it and he didn't. Matter of fact is, I want to know how in the hell everybody that was at the Halloween party didn't get it and I did.
Yeah, plus which.
That was weird, everybody.
Your wife was there.
Yeah.
And she and my wife were handling all the food that night.
It's their fault. It's their fault, everybody. Just saying. Or maybe it was the broad across the street. Jinxed us. That's all I'm going to say about that. It got us in trouble. Any closing thoughts, Geezer?
It was funny. She'd walk out of the front of her house, headed for her truck, wouldn't even look over in our direction.
I'm not getting the vaccine. I haven't had COVID. I'm not getting it. And hell, I don't get on a plane anyway.
I don't get on a plane either. I don't have a star on my license. I can't get on one. And besides that, I made a promise to myself I'm not going to get on an airplane as long as they've got them nut grabbers at the airports grabbing your balls.
Well, those Chinese rivets are getting old, too, in those aircraft.
Yeah, that's right. All these years now, the Chinese have been taking over building airplanes.
Full of Chinese rivets.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, those Boeing parts would come back here from China. We'd have to refurbish them from all the crappy work that they did. But you know what? Those planes now are getting to be 15, 20 years old.
Oh, hell, I'll bet they got some in the air that are 30.
You bet on an airplane, you better have your butt puckering and hoping you get to where you're going. Thank God Pratt & Whitney hadn't shipped their work over there, or I hope GE hasn't. I'm going to check on that, everybody, to see what all these aircraft engine companies are doing. Hopefully, they did not ship that work to the Chinese. I'm just saying. Then again, we've been having hell trying to contain fan blades on some of these airplanes. That's bad news when the fan blade is not contained by the containment ring and it makes it into the fuselage. Bad news.
Come up missing a body part.
I'm gonna have to get some of the videos I have. They're still in VHS of what it looks like when an engine loses a fan blade. It's violent, everybody. It's violent as hell. But probably no worse than when our motorcycle throws a rod. But yeah, it is too. Way worse. With that, everybody, if you don't have a motorcycle, buy one. Come ride with us. You can ride with us in Tennessee. You can ride with us in Arizona.
New Mexico.
The hill country of Texas.
And far west Texas.
Way out there where it's like the surface of the moon. And the DFW area. You can ride with me late at night and we'll be yelling Yahoo Buckaroo.
And then he disappears.
Running 100 miles an hour.
We're getting goofy tonight, guys.
The last thing I heard in my helmet was yeehaw! Yeah. He was gone, and Geezer was doing 100 miles an hour past me, trying to catch him.
Let's well, before we go, let's say to hi to Randy Russell, and there's Napa, Jerry, Yippee Yahoo. I hope I got that right.
Dutch, there
you go.
Napa.
Yeah. What's that he put in front of his name there? Moonshine, how you doing? I always love that handle. Yeah. David Garcia. Hey, that's about all I see in that. I don't have the mouse.
Here,
you do. No, you do it. Fred Pace, how you doing? Fred, see, he's below Buffalo. Wow.
Yeah, New York City, New York State.
It'll be hell. We get a chapter up there. That means we gotta go.
Summertime only.
Let me see.
Rook.
Neil Payne. Takes a few minutes to read this, everybody. There's Forrest. How you doing, Forrest? Did we say Solar Dutch?
Yep.
He knows we know he's there. Dutch, why ain't you here? We could put you over there with Geezer.
He's taking care of Sasquatch tonight.
Oh, that's right. Hey, yeah, everybody say a prayer for Sasquatch. One of our beloved members had some hip surgery the other day.
He had some warranty work done on his hip.
Yeah.
At the local Harley shop.
Yeah. And, wow. Cool. I think that's about it. I think I maybe covered. I covered all I'm going to cover. Did I say Mater's Workshop?
Not yet.
Mater's Workshop. See, I'm going to get that right now. We're getting goofy, everybody. We've got to go. Have a great evening. Ride safe, everybody. Ride safe.
Good night.
See you next time. Bye-bye.